Here it is. Here is our new sewage tank. TA-500 handwritten. Hydraulics are going down. Hello. This is the side of our tank. Doesn't look like anything special. Well, that's loud. Making a office screeching sound. Hey, it looks like our pump equipment's here too. Alrighty, this looks like it is our water pump. Our water pump for that pumps the gray water out to the sprinkler heads and all the associated equipment. This looks like our control box with a red alarm light. And a number of fittings in there, and this is our air pump for the clarifier side. When they start setting the tank, we'll be back. Getting ready to set the tank, lift it up. This is where it gets a little shaky. In one in reverse. This is where it gets sketchy. Hey Clay, watch out in case that thing goes.
If it goes shoot, we got a problem.
Yeah, documented on camera no less. This is likely the last time this tank will ever move. You know what I mean?
Let's just get in the hole and then we'll have you back up some more.
Looks like you snagged a pine tree. A part of it.
Hey, you raise that peg and lower that other one, I can bring it off this wall. Appreciate it, Chuck. Hey, ain't no problem.
This is like
Better, dog. Yeah.
this is likely the last time this tank will ever move.
It will be. What are you gonna do? Huh?
Captured on video.
But further down, we gotta go about a foot. Yeah. Let's get riding. Huh? Alright. Not on your side. I know. Alright, that's little.
Tank has been set.
Let it all the way down. Let me back up a little. Yep. Pull down a little. Alright, right there. Now run your knees here.
Air brakes.
Stick these legs up from you. Run your horse in a little bit. Just run it into the truck.
The tank's chained on the back.
Yeah. A little more. A little more. All right, right there, boy. All right. Back up. Your booms, you'll see he's going to your back tires to your booms. You're going to need 2 more rides. Got me in that routine. No, I was just telling them to bring 6. Now you have to go back to the Lufkin and bring them back up. I got one at the house and we moved the front tank, but I managed one and then the rest of it I can come back.
Looks like we will need some risers.
Watch it down. You're on solid ground.
Nope, that other leg is floating. That other leg's floating.
Ease it up, let's see what it does. I may have to let this riser off, the leg off.
Whoa!
You're good? Yeah. Hey, you want me down in here? Dad, you want me in there?
You're walking on it. Walking on a floating tank.
Hey, let that one down a little bit. Down or up? It's not on the ground at all. Okay. Hey, do your move. And lay it down. So give me that level up.
Now that is a wonderful noise.
All right, come out with you. Give me all you got. Is that it? Let Clay get back up here. Clay.
He's getting your level.
What do you think? Come here. I'm fixing to get in there and push the tank. When I push it, you tell it to set it. Okay? I'm gonna push it forward as far as I can go with it. You play a holler at you. Get up there. Okay? Yeah. Where, hey, am I going off of your signal? My signal. All right. Go down, set it. Hey, the only other way you can get it functioning, get it back on the thing, is to look on my block, I pull it, and I let it down. I think it was good. Hey, you can still. A little high on that side. I got one of my missile weapons. Get on there and look. Ready? Oh, hey. That's supposed to drop when I fall.
Yeah, about half your height.
Yeah, he's still that much. Boom! Boom! Mr. Bull! The what? Hold on. Hey! I just let it down for it to be off the Oh, alright, see what you got to do. Yeah, okay. Come on. You're on the rock. You're on this level. Alright, how about this one? Hey, what do you got, Bull? Bull, hey, pick it up just a little bit.
Hey Clay, is that a spit?
Yeah. Okay, look. Let's set it back down. And look, I want to run it that way a little more. Just take it that way? Yeah, back that way. Okay. What are you asking, William?
Is that a Stanley Fat Max?
Yes.
Okay.
years of tearing your legs up, William.
Yep.
What you need me to do? Set it. Set it. Now put the level on. That looks very good. Level all the way this way? Still, it's just a hair over. Which way's I'm high? This end. You sure I'm high that end? Okay, well I'll pick it up. Okay, that's level. If I pick it up right here, put it on the edge here. Put it on the edge. Make sure that you got a stick underneath. Make sure you don't have nothing under it. That ain't got nothing under it. That's level. That's level. This is check right here.
So that's the last time this.
That out there?
That's the last time this tank will ever move.
Yep.
Are we gonna put any risers under it?
No, we're putting them on top over these holes.
Oh, okay. And those are the 4 risers.
Yep.
Hey Clay, is it safe to walk on that?
Just a second.
I got this zoomed in. You gotta, yep, there we go.
Hold on, hey. Let him pull me up with that. Hey, pull him up with this. Huh? Pull him up with these. Let me get on the chain. Pull Dad up. Okay. Run it back to you.
Busting out the concrete. Hey Clay, what are you going to use to bust out the concrete?
A foot or a hammer?
And you're going to have to go down there and get it out? Or is that concrete just going to sit in the bottom of the tank for the rest of its life?
Sit in the tank. Huh? Go ahead. That should be done.
And here we see what I call industrial gymnastics. Hey, Mr. Don.
He can't hear you.
Looks like the safe option is a hammer. Could you knock it out? Could you knock it out with that shovel? That shovel right over there. Yep.
Busting these tanks.
They got rebar over them. Y'all talking about breakers?
Yeah, I'm probably about to go get one.
Remember,
20
Clay,
amp.
20 amps Clarity Kilo series. Hey Clay,
Yes, sir.
can I hop on that tank?
Not for long, but yeah.
Hey, y'all are about to. What about that concrete lid thing?
Gotta stay there.
Straighten it out the boom. Hey, Mr. Chuck, how come there's a lid over number 3?
Hey, Harry's supposed to 12. Hey, y'all make sure take that on tank, buddy.
Hey, Mr. Chuck,
Yeah.
how come there's a lid over number 3?
Uh-huh.
How come there's a lid over that?
Because that's going to be, that'll stay there. That just keeps that from water doing the water.
Electrical work continues as the tank is set. Looks like we have a Franklin Electric submersible pump, FPSE series. And the lid over that section does what again? Does it stop it from? I get.
It just stops it from keep taking on water.
Oh, okay. Well, the tank probably took about 15 minutes to set.
It will.
Yeah.
That's a serious tank too.
That's a what?
Serious tank.
Yep. I know there's a tank somewhat like this out on 2142 right before you get to 346. There's a There's a property over there that used to be a funeral home, and out by the only building that's still in use and maintained, there's a sewage tank kind of like this.
Yeah.
And they have these green caps over everything.
Right. They're fiberglass caps.
Yep.
You feeding fire ants?
Nope. Probably feeding the gnats.
Well, that's better than firing.
Yeah.
Gnats don't sting anyway.
So they got that all done up. So I guess the number 3 tank's not supposed to take on water.
Do what now?
I guess the number 3 tank's not supposed to take on water.
Yeah, it all goes right through here.
It all goes, water goes through every single tank.
Yep.
I'm going I pull up and I'll get anything. Fix up for you.
Everybody said you go through.
I gotta go through so much 12 and they're close.
You're gonna go get a breaker?
You gonna go with him? You can go with me. Okay, because I gotta run back to the house anyway. He's got to get on the ride. Dad's also gotta get 2 more rides. From now on, just tell me 6 rides.
Well, it's not going earlier. They go.
Huh? Why did you just dig it to me? I'm digging a little deeper.
Take on?
And there we go.
Whoa. His cords ain't wrapped up. No, I'm fixing to get them. Oh. Thought he was driving off and
Yeah, they'll be wrapped up time to get up top of here.
That could have been major bad.
You ready?
Let's go.
And off he goes. Sands tank.
What breaker do we need?
We need a Square D QO Series 20 amp single pole breaker.
Square D QO Series 20 amp single pole breaker.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Do not get the Home Line series.
The Homeline Series.
I want to get the home run. You can have it.
Alright, do you remember, y'all gonna remember that? You need to write it down. I'll write it down. Okay. SDR 26 single series, single amp pole. You gonna get everything confused.
Okay, if y'all will hand me a piece of paper, I'll write it down for you.
Oh, no, we got it.
I know what kind. I know the difference between the home and the others.
Okay. There we go. I don't know what this is. Could be some insulated material. Here's our submersible pump. Probably going to be the tank. Probably going to be the number 4 pump. Pumps water out to the sprinkler heads. And all this other stuff is just control equipment. And that Seco air pump is probably going to be a 24/7 operating thing. There's some NM non-metallic. There goes Clay, and there goes Clay and Mr. Don off to get a breaker and maybe some other stuff, I don't know. But here's where we are right now. Got this stuff ran, got it all PVC glued up to here. Looks like we even got it PVC glued. A little bit short of the disconnect. But we'll be taking care of that problem soon. So I guess now you're going to go ahead and start getting the sewage stuff plumbed in.
Yep. If we can get up here, I'm gonna bring the backhoe back up here. I'm gonna put some dirt in, pack this down real quick.
Okay.
And bust all this in, tie it in.
What about the lids?
Nah, that'd be all right.
Okay. If a little dirt gets in them, that's fine.
I'm gonna put the risers on first.
Oh, okay. Are you going to use a backhoe to help with that?
What's that? With risers?
Mm-hmm. Or are you just going to lift them in, manually put them in? Galvanized malleable iron fittings.
Yeah, that's just a box they put my stuff in.
Oh, okay. And it looks like we got Rainbird control equipment controlling a Franklin electric pump.
Hey, don't worry about that sanitary tea. I got one. Yeah. Yeah, whatever they are. All right.
Here I am standing between the number 3 and 4 tanks. There's ground around me, kind of deep. So, you'll probably notice an echo. Concrete does that. What you're looking in right now is the number 1 tank, the raw sewage tank. So, raw sewage is going to come in from the side. See if I can. That's a knockout plug. I'm going to knock that out with a hammer, and we're going to go ahead and take our line in. And then that's going to feed straight into our number 1 tank, which is going to be our raw sewage tank. So, yep, that's going to have all of our raw sewage, all the nasty stuff. If it flows out from the house, it winds up in the number 1 tank. Let me go around so I can get, let me go around the number 3 so I can get to our pipe. Now down here is a pipe, and that has a T on it between the number 1 and 2 tanks. So what's going to happen is number 1 tank is going to fill up, and then it's going to go through that T and spill over into our number 2 tank. Now this pipe here, this gets a cap put on it, and it gets a cap put on it pretty low. Now, the solid materials, the solid stuff that you flush down your toilets and whatnot, that's going to end up going into your number 1 tank, and it's going to float, and that's called suspended solids. That's eventually going to go through your T here and spill over into your number 2 tank, and you're going to get a nice scum layer on it. And this is your scum tank. Now, if I remember correctly, there's going to be an air compressor hooked up to your number 2 tank, and that keeps everything agitated. The Seco air pump is what's going to be serving here, and there's going to be 2 risers. This is one of them, and that looks like the next one of them. And there's going to be a cap on that, and then that's going to be where the tank goes. And then you're going to have your pump equipment going in there. And then this over here is our number 3 tank, the clarifier tank. And that is, I forgot what the clarifier tank does. What's the clarifier tank do again?
It keeps a scum layer. It catches. It's like a filter tank.
It
keeps everything from the pump tank clean.
And as this filters out what spills in from the number 2 tank, and then when this tank fills, that is going to spill over into the number 3 into the number 4 tank. And the number 4 tank is a 500-gallon pump tank, and with a Franklin Electric FPS E series pump, which is going to pull from that and feed our sprinkler system. And we have Rainbird control equipment, Franklin electric pump, and a Seco air pump. And a nice cold Dr. Pepper, courtesy of my refrigerator, precisely set it cold. So we're getting ready to do that. So that's what's up right now. So here I am about to bust in the number 3 lid.
You want to hit here and right here.
Okay.
Don't hit that.
Can you hold the camera, please? Just put your hand to the strap. And here, right here?
No, back to you. Right there, yes.
There's a pipe right there.
Yep, that's exactly right. Alright, that's good there. Now get right there.
Right here?
That's it.
I find it odd that they cut the rebar to make way for the wall.
That's probably 2 different pieces of rebar.
Probably so, and they just didn't tie them in. Kind of varies from, probably varies from tank to tank, because they have different amounts of rebar on hand.
Right.
And what does this pipe right here do? Or is
That's
that
your chlorinator.
chlorinator?
The water that comes through here goes through this pipe.
Mm-hmm.
That's where your chlorine tablets will go.
Okay, so I guess that's just a T that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's not good.
That's good now that we got the tank in. It wouldn't have been good if we didn't have the tank in.
I imagine the hammering kind of moved it along.
It's got moisture in it from that old tank.
It's seeping up.
And it gave way when I dug on it. That's fine. No big deal. It'll probably slough off and cave in some more. That's good. Like I said, the tank's in the ground. It's not hurt anything.
Have you ever been setting the tank and right as you're about to make the final set, shoom, caves in?
More than once.
I guess that is always various levels of annoying.
Yeah, very more than you know.
Yeah. And want me to go ahead and bust in the number 4?
Yep.
Alrighty. Can you hold the camera again, please? Thank you. I guess they forgot to remove this paper stuff.
No, just go ahead and pull it up, throw it in the hole.
Down there?
Yep. No, but down there, yes.
You don't want paper in your pump tank.
That's exactly right. You can keep from it.
Clog up the pump in no time flat. And I guess that concrete stuff will permanently settle at the bottom.
That is correct.
Until it gets pumped. Oh, they're gonna leave.
Alright, that's it.
There we go. All busted in. Alrighty. We got our 2 risers set on the number 4 tank. Number 3 tank is completely closed up. No need to access it, because when you pump out the number 2 tank, it'll pump the number 3 out anyways. And then and we'll need to put another. He'll be coming back Monday and putting another riser on the number 2. And what we're about to do is backfill some dirt in front so we can go ahead and get this plumbed in and get the electric run. So oh, that's wacky. So I guess we're good positioning so we can pick up dirt. Setting down as the drawings. They're going to temporarily plug the number 1 tank. I guess they're going to temporarily plug the number 1 tank.
Yeah, I'm just going to hold it over.
Okay. got the old tank thing.
Yeah.
You got the bottom of what used to have the old pump on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know.
Just saw it come up and I'm like, oh hey, that's neat. Clay.
You go get me the riser yet?
Looks like Clay and Mr. Don are back.
Got a breaker?
Square D QO 20 amp single pole.
No, I got the Homeland Security one.
Homeland Security. Yeah, looks like it's a lunch. Looks like a lunch break.
Huh?
Looks like a lunch break.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, I know what I'm going to do with this camera. Off. Alrighty, here we are looking at our number 1 tank. Sewage line is plumbed in. We have a T. We're going down. Mom is going to go and start flushing toilets and running things. And that is going to begin the process of filling up the number 1 tank. Here we go. Something flushed. Takes a little bit to get from the house to here.
We'll trench it right through here. We'll come right through there and roll with it. Okay. Oh. Excuse me.
You not cement that?
Oh yeah, it's glue.
Oh, okay. Takes a little bit to get from here to from there to here. And there we go. I did not expect that to be actual waste.
It will be. You done flushed it?
It's showing up now. Did you wash your hands as well? Well, we're seeing it now. First time stuff's going in here.
Tell you what bathroom was that? Is that the furthest one? Yes, ma'am. Do your furthest one.
First time water's running to this tank. And that's going to fill up and go through the T into the number 2 tank. And then that's also going to fill the number 3 tank at the same time.
Matter of fact, before we go, when we get through with this, we're fixing to get a water hose and start putting some water in here.
Oh, so we're going to fill up all 4 tanks?
We'll fill up the back one for sure. Probably the back one and start on this middle one. Ooh, man, a lot of water coming in here, bud.
Huh?
We sure there ain't another tank somewhere?
We're pretty sure. I think she left the faucet running somewhere. That's why it's doing what it is. Because whenever Benjamin Franklin went and scoped it, it was...
That was the other one. Okay.
Probably going to see it. There it goes. Did you leave a faucet running? Okay.
Okay. All right, we're good to go. I was getting concerned. I wasn't seeing a lot of water come out.
It takes a long way up there.
I guess.
That was good anyway.
All right, that ought to get it. All right, well, when he gets back, we'll ram that riser on and get that.
Whenever Clay gets back?
Yeah.
Okay, just ram a riser on and...
I tell you what, when we go up there and do that trench up there, yeah.
So y'all are about to do electrical trenching?
Yep.
Gonna trench up there, trench down here. So we will be back. Alrighty, we're back. Looks like we have the trench dug for electrical. And it looks like we're in the process of getting that set up. I already have this line down and buried. Down and partially buried. Clay is not back yet with riser number 3. And we got our electrical run into the tank. I'm gonna need to get down here somehow.
Pop, I'm good on wire.
Okay, that's good.
See how our number 1 tank is doing. Not really full, but that's to be expected for a brand new tank that's being filled for the first time.
You got a water hose?
We do, and I think we have a hose reel up there. I don't know if it'll well, I know it'll...
I tell you what, got some, put you some water in that clean out up there at your house.
Mm-hmm.
Just drop your water in there and let that thing come down here and then start filling this tank up.
Okay.
That'll work?
That'll work.
All right.
So I'm going to go shove a water hose and clean out, and we'll be back. Well, as you can tell, we're filling up tank 1. And I think the well pump just switched on. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and let it sit here and fill. Here we are, water hose is still running, and Mr. Chuck is wiring in our air compressor for our, scum tank?
Yeah, this is the treatment plant. This is the one that does all the treatment and breaks all the solids down that gets into this tank.
Right, but I mean it's going down into the number 2 tank.
That's right, that is your treatment plant.
Oh, that's the treatment plant, and then number 3 is the scum tank?
That's exactly right.
Okay, I got those mixed up earlier. But this thing shipped with a regular household plug on it. And he was nice enough to cut off that about 6 inches of it so I can reuse it later. And I think I hear Clay. Why do they put regular household plugs on this stuff? I mean, Mr. Dumbo is going to come along, unplug that, stick his phone charger in there. Next thing you know, the whole thing's not going to be working right. If I were the manufacturer, I would always send that out with a hard wiring kit. With the plug-in kit optional. But we got our power, that's going to be coming in through there, and to the pump it goes. And this thing has a built-in alarm. And there's a 3-position switch. If there's no water in that tank, it's going to throw an alarm. If the diaphragm goes out, it's going to throw an alarm. But this thing is a 3-position switch on it. In the middle is run. That's where you want it. If you have a question about whether it's gone out or not, throw it to test. Or if it's sounding an alarm and you want it to be quiet, throw it over to mute. Same as run, except the alarm shuts up. Here we have Clay backing in with a riser. Hopefully he doesn't send his truck over the edge. Oh look, he's got to get a running start. I don't have to do that in my Dodge. So, tank is starting to get pretty full. Got all of our electric wire right here. And I guess that's going to be for the pump?
For the control box.
For the control box? Hey Clay, guess what I don't have to do in my Dodge that you just had to do?
What?
Get a running start to back up over a 2-foot hill?
Well, when you got a standard, you know, it kind of tends to help to get a running start.
All right, get that riser off and roll it around over here.
Yeah, this is